What's up, guys? Down Barton's Point today. Very close to my house. Only 25 minutes. Nice little place. Although I've never really had much luck here. Literally just come here because I've seen so many posts on Facebook and Instagram of so many people catching rays, and I just seem to be having a bad spurt of rays, and every time I go out to get them, they fucked off somewhere else, to put it quite nicely. I wasn't going to film this one, guys, but I've just thought, you know what, just film it, put it up. If you catch, you catch. If you don't, you don't. It is what it is. That's how fishing goes. But yeah, I've been here about 2 hours. I had a clonking bite on the old dream machine. I've had a few little nibbles here and there on both of them, but yeah, nothing really materialised from it. I mean, one of the bluey baits come back absolutely annihilated, and that was after the big bite, so wondering what that could have been. Hopefully a ray. Hopefully they're out there. When I got down there was a gent fishing down the other end of the beach, and I was having a little chat with him, and he brought some peelers with him, and I left mine at home gutted because he's having some pups, small smoothies. He did say he had 4 rays. I think it was 4. Sorry if I'm wrong. But yeah, no, he definitely had a few rays. Nothing colossal, but he'd had a few. And to be honest, I'd be quite happy to break my curse and actually get one. Baits today: bluey, herring, and I've got a bag of dirty squid somewhere back there. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I just keep getting loads of little niggle bites. I think it's probably whiting out there, just nibbling at it. And so, yeah, I'm trying something different, by the way. I've got a, normally I use a pulley dropper for all my ray fishing. Always have done, on a pennel. But on the dream machine, which is the one I've been getting most of the bites on, to be fair, and I had that good bite on, is on a pulley pennel. Thought I'd give it a go. I've heard of loads of people fishing with pulley pennels for rays, but I've always used pulley droppers. I think in my head it just, pulley dropper, you know it's on the bed, but then again, depending how long the hook snood is, so whether the tide picks it up or not. So yeah, I'm toying with that. And if you see my last video, I was banging on about the 6500 rocket. Well, I picked one up. I couldn't resist it. Picked one up. God, that takes me back to when I was younger. Yeah, I absolutely love that thing. Could do with a set of bearings in it, Apex 9s or something like that, but other than that, it's brilliant. But then again, so is the 7HT with the mag conversion. The tournament, I love that thing, and it just flies, and you ain't got to worry about it nesting up, as long as you stop it, of course. But mid-air, you ain't got to worry about it chucking all the spool at you. Brilliant. Yeah, I got my normal 2 rods out today. I've got the 3500 and the dream machine. The dream machine's a bit light for this, really, but it is what it is. I could have brought one of the 6 and baits out, to be honest. But yeah, Easter weekend, nice long one. And The missus is finally starting to test negative on her COVID, so I can go and see her tomorrow. Happy days. Happy days. Feels like an absolute age. But yeah. So yeah, this is Barton's Point. I know you can't really see much in the dark. Well, you can't see anything, to be honest. But on the Isle of Sheppey, Barton's Point, it's on the Thames, as far as I'm aware. It's been really flat calm for the last sort of week, really. We've got southeasterly winds, like 6 to 7 miles an hour, so I'm really not worried about that, hence why the bivvy ain't up. Yeah, it's a nice easy place to fish, guys. I mean, the car's up there, literally walk straight down on the beach. Nice and easy. Well, you can't get much easier than that unless you've got a set of railings, the car park next to it, like Ramsgate. But for beach fishing, I don't think you can get much easier than that. Be a good place for me to bring my granddad, to be fair. We'll see how this goes tonight, whether I come back or not, because like I said, I've never really had much luck from here. I mean, I know some people smash it off of here, absolutely smash it, and just some places don't produce for me and others do, and vice versa. There'll be people that don't catch where I do. But yeah, the old tips are fairly still, but to be fair, it is top of the tide now, so the tide flow sort of backed off a bit, and over the last couple of months, everything that people have been saying to me about fishing Sheppey for rays, they're saying 2 hours down is the best time, but I'm not fussed about staying here. This camera is not focusing. There we go. I'm not too fussed about staying here tonight. It's not cold, no wind. It's just nice to chill out. Shitty week at work, you know how it is. Get out, lose yourself on the beach. Yeah, nothing of yet, guys. Nothing's really happening. Again, thanks for you guys that have liked and subscribed to my channel. It really does mean a lot, because it just shows me that there is people out there that actually like the stuff that I do. I mean, like I said, I fished 90% of the time I fish on my own, and I'd like to get to know some of you, if any of you are from the Kent area, and just get a message, or even south. I mean, Brighton and places like that. Sometimes it can be a bit hard for me to get down there with the fuel prices right now, but I'll always try my best. If you just want to send us a little quick message or comment, I'll always meet up and have a little session with you. I don't have many friends that are into the fishing scene, so it's a bit hard. But yeah, no, thanks for the likes and subscribes. I mean, if you do like it and you want to help me out, give us a share and spread it around your mates. I'm a long way off 1,000 yet, but as soon as I get there, I'll start doing lives. Whether the first live will be just down the river, down the old River Medway, or the Mudway, depends what you call it. Just whiting bashing or saying, and then slowly progress to getting on the beach. But excited for my Ned next month. See what that brings. In fact, I'm excited for next month full stop, because the old smoothies will be in then, and I really do want to hit them hard this year. But yeah, wait for this tide flow to start moving again, and hopefully the fish will turn back on. I'm back on the feed, but as of now, my rod tips ain't been that still all night, to be fair. I've been at least getting little rattles. Yeah, alright then guys, I'm gonna do myself a fag, chill out, enjoy the peace and quiet, and I'll bring you back, possibly do a bait up, show you how I bait up for rays. I know I've done it in previous videos, but I've learnt a few little tricks since then, and I'll always share them. So possibly next time I reel in, I'll do a little bait up video for you, show you the rig that I'm using, size of the hooks. I'm playing with the old, they're not full circle. They're not full circle hooks, but I've got 3/0 and a 4/0 on the pennel. In fact, I've got 3/0 and a 4/0 on both the rigs. I used to run 5/6/0s for rays, but someone mentioned to me that try scaling down the hook size, because they don't need to be that big. But to be fair, I used to catch rays on them. And thinking about it while I'm talking to you guys, I haven't had a ray since I've changed them hooks. And I definitely missed one earlier, definitely, because that was frustrating, to say the least. If anyone knows this place, like the back of their hand, like I do the Medway, I'm sort of halfway down the car park, so I've gone through the little barriers and I'm sort of halfway down. Is there a load of shelves out there? Does it just gradually drop down? Because as I'm reeling in, I hit some really hard, it feels like I'm winding uphill, and that's about 3 or 4 times. I just want to know how deep it is out there. I mean, I did download a Navionics app, but I've got to learn how to use that. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I don't have foggiest what I'm looking at. So that's something new for me to learn. Yeah, but if any of you know, just leave a little comment. But it definitely feels like I'm winding up some steep banks, that's for sure. It's the same down Brighton, when you fish the right hand side of the brick wall. Probably about 200-300 yards down the beach from there towards the pier. There's definitely banks there because you can feel it. Anyway, enough of me waffling on. I'm gonna roll myself a fag. Like I said, enjoy this, and then bring you back once I've reeled in, and I'll do a bait up for you. Sweet. Just goes to show, like I said, loads of little finicky bites, and I was thinking, that ain't no ray. Yeah. My old friend, the old blank saver. Yeah. Tiny little whiting. Well, I see the lead sort of bump out a little bit and swing across, and I thought, that's quite interesting. But obviously where the tide started moving again, it ain't taken much for this little fella to move the lead. I'm only using 5 ounces today, so. But yeah, I'll get him back, and then I'll set the old tripod up and show you how I've been baiting up. Sweet. Here we are, guys. Hopefully, I tried my best to set this camera up. Right, these are the Coxon Raw that I was on about. So you can see it's not quite full circle, and that one, well, really isn't. Anyway, yeah, I was just pure lazy, and I went and bought the Coxon Raw rigs on. I always like making my own, but I was in the tackle shop and I see him. I thought, well, that'll do the trick for tonight. This is the pulley rig. So what I'm doing is I've got this little 2-pin baiting needle from Seaglow. Brilliant little thing. So it's designed so you could put one bait on one and one on the other if you're doing cocktails, but for this I'm just using straight bluey. So I like to pierce it all the way through, getting your baiting elastic, just start wrapping quite tight. All them juices coming out, lovely. Let's see if I can, there we go. Just wrap up, make it nice, just make a nice little sausage, basically. A fish sausage. Don't think I fancy that, but that's what these raised like. Yeah, I'll just wrap it nice and tight. I mean, for fish baits, I like to use quite thick elastic. I know other people will use skinny, or it's personal preference, but I just find the thicker elastic doesn't cut through it. So, right, bottom hook, I normally just clip through the bottom there like that, see that, and then push the bar, push the shank of the hook down into the bait, and then if I haven't just got myself all tangled up, which I have, would be because I'm on camera, that never happens, and then get off my hands, there we go. Get your baiting elastic, and elastic that hook down to the bait, making sure the eye of the hook there, you get plenty either side of that, especially on the knot, because that's what holds that hook in that upright position, so it's sticking right at the bottom. Don't mask your hooks, guys. I can't stress that enough. Right, so you got to that point. It's nice and proud. Pull that out. Just put that on there before I lose it. Then pull your pennel hook down. I like to go 1, 2, 3, and then I'll go all the way through and pull that line tight. So he's just holding the bait up nice and tight. And you got your main hook at the bottom. Because this drilling machine's quite a light rod, I'm only able to use a 5-ounce lead, but ideally I would like a 6 for this. But so the 500's got a 6-ounce lead on it with a pulley dropper, like I mentioned. This is just your basic pulley rig, pulley pennel. It's got a, to be fair, they're not a bad little rig from Coxon Raw, you know. They're I know they're a well-known company for their hooks, and I've just started using their hooks, to be fair. And gotta find my thummy now for when I'm casting. But yeah, I'm giving them a go. I've always used Jesus, my mind's gone blank, it's late. I've been up since 5. Yeah, I've gone completely blank. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, anyway guys, I'll send this one out there and bring the other one in, and it's exactly the same process for the herring. Take a nice slice off the side, bound her up. I have got some smaller bluey with me, which I like perfect. Just literally cut a section off straight on the hook. Ain't got to worry about none of this filleting business. But to be fair, I think my bluey's kind of had it. It's been out in the car most of the day and it's been quite warm. But hey, we're here. We're going to give it a go, and I'll bring you back if anything comes along, guys. What's up, guys? Well, like an absolute tit, I forgot to do the end of the video while I was on the beach. So now pulled up that side of my house. Ended up with 5 whiting in the end. No rays. Had a nice chat with a fella. Come down, made sure I was all right, and yeah, had a really good chat with him, and he said he hadn't had much luck that night either. Well, tonight. I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm knackered. I need my bed. So, till the next one, guys. Tight lines.